Hello, Lauren Gordon here. In this video, I want to talk about why building a website is a waste of time as a new coach. Now, I know a lot of people will jump on me for this, but hear me out. I have some truth to this matter, and this is something you need to know if you are a newer coach. You're about to get the business off the ground, and a website is something that you have either already started, you're working on it, or you thought it was going to be your next step. So before we get into it, my name is Lauren Gordon. I'm a business mentor for online coaches who have stories to tell and offers that they deeply believe in. And I specialize in helping online coaches grow their business and attract high-ticket, high-paying clients by sharing their stories and using the single most important skill you need to have as a business owner, which is storytelling. So on this topic of websites, right? I can't tell you how many calls and conversations that I've had with coaches who tell me that they're like, oh, I'm building my website and it's almost done. And I'm struggling to get consistent clients. Or they say, I'm starting out. I'm about to start building my website. And the first thing that goes through my head is always the same thing. It's stop. A website is not going to open these magic floodgates into the world of wealth. That's what there's this misconception out there in the coaching industry that you got to look super professional online right away, right out of the gate in order to make money and make six figures and get clients consistently. And you got to have professional branding. Oh, and don't forget a really good logo. You better spend more than $50. You got to spend a couple $100s on a branding kit and a logo, and make sure your fonts are perfect. And you should probably hire a graphic designer while you're at it. No. In the first year of my coaching business, get this. Actually, this was probably a couple months before I went all in on coaching. I started off as a done-for-you copywriter. So I was doing copywriting gigs here and there. And it was at that time where I had secretly committed to making a full shift into coaching because some of my copywriting clients had started asking for broader business advice. And I was like, okay, I could just start teaching them. And then it just led into this very natural transition into coaching. But I was still pretty quiet about it. I hadn't really told a lot of people that I was fully transitioning into just coaching. But what I did was the first thing was I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be Lauren the coach now. I'm not gonna do done for you anymore. I'm just gonna do coaching. I need a new website. I need a new website because how else are people going to trust me? How else are people going to think I'm legit? How else are people going to warm up to me and get to know me and want to buy from me and want to sign up for my coaching? I will never forget this. I Googled how to build your own website, and what came up was Wix.com and what was it called? Squarespace. I think Squarespace. There were several different website software building things. Oh, WordPress, all those came up. I kid you not. I spent like a week deciding what one to go with, which is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm sharing this, but I spent like a week figuring out which website platform to go with. And then it gets worse. I chose one. I picked Wix. I picked Wix, and it was like $5 a month or something really cheap. And I was like, woo, this is gonna be it. This is gonna set me up. And I literally spent a month trying to build a website. Like, we're talking 5 different web pages. I even made my boyfriend take professional photos so that I could use them on the website. I wrote all my own copy. I even learned a little bit of coding because I was trying to make the headlines, this weird branding thing. Anyway, I literally spent a month telling myself that as soon as this website's done, I can launch. As soon as this website's done, that's when I'll be able to put my coaching offers really out there on the forefront into the world, and people will buy, and it'll all take off. That's just, I don't even know where I got that in my head. It must have been things that I saw online that other people were saying, but that's what I had in my head. So I spent literally a month, like, you can ask my boyfriend, I was like tied to my computer multiple hours a day, working on the website, super excited about it, thinking that it was going to be the golden ticket. And then at the end of that month, when I looked at it, I was so proud of it. And I was like, this is so good. This looks so good. It looks really good. I posted for the first couple times on my social media about my new coaching offers. And included in those posts were my website, where I thought, this is how people are going to want to buy. This is how people are going to make their decision as to whether or not they hire me. And I included my website for the first couple posts, and again, 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 until I realized, oh my gosh, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I did my first live stream maybe 2 months later. 2 months later, was working up the courage to do that as well. Did my first live stream, and not even before the end of the live stream, I had somebody reach out, and they're like, hey, Lauren, we don't know each other, and you've never talked to me before, but I just saw your live stream, and you mentioned your coaching. Could you tell me more about that? And I was like, what? Excuse me, I've been plastering my website everywhere, and this person sees me on a live stream once, and they're asking about my coaching. How does that work? So it made me realize that you could spend all day or a month, if you're like me. You could waste a month, you could waste a day, you could waste a week trying to build this perfectly branded, professional looking website. But at the end of the day, what's going to make somebody interested in your offers and actually reach out to you and take that next step is you showing them who you actually are and how it would look like, what it would look like to work together. And you can't do that on a 2D homepage about me page. People, if somebody's going to hire you as a coach, they need to experience what it would be like to talk to you, to have conversations with you every day, to be in your energy, to be in your world, to be around Julia or Robert or whatever. They need to get into your vortex a little bit and feel into what it would be like to have you as their mentor, right? What's your energy like? What kind of energy do you portray, right? You can't show somebody that with a website, because a website's like a brochure, right? It tells you, hey, here's what you get. Here's what we're all about. Do you like it? That's pretty much as effective as a website goes when you are a new coach. So now you're probably wondering, well, if I don't need a website, then what do I do, right? Well, like I just said, the fastest way, if you are a newer coach, maybe you've signed a few clients already, but you're trying to build up that consistency and probably get to that first 10K month, right? And maybe that first 6 figures. Stop doing the busy work that does not create the income. A website is what I call busy work. It's work that makes you feel like you're being productive, but really it's not a direct revenue generating activity. A website is more effective when you have already built an audience, you've built somewhat of a name for yourself, you have validated your offers, you've really started to understand your ideal client, you know your messaging like the back of your hand, you can speak to your ideal people easily. That's when you can take all of that and turn it into a website that may actually help convert people. But until then, if you build a website prematurely, before you've worked with consistent clients in your programs, in your coaching, it's basically like throwing stuff at a wall and just seeing what sticks. It's a huge waste of time, right? Show people who you are. Show up on live streams. And I get it. If it's scary, I get it. I've been there. I get it. But if you want to be making a lot more sales in your coaching business, you've got to show people what it's like to have you as their coach, right? Show up and talk, just like what I'm doing here. Talk. This is exactly what I'm like on my calls with my clients, right? This is me. This is Lauren. This is what you get if you hire Lauren as your coach, right? So that's why building a website is a waste of time as a new coach. And oftentimes as well, it serves as an excuse for new coaches to not have to put their offers out there yet. Right? So if you have some new offers that you are really excited about, you want to put them out there, you're excited, but you're also nervous. It's very easy to look around and go, okay, I could do this and this and this and this and this and this, and then I'll put my offers out. Then I'll start marketing. Then I'll make an offer. Right? It's very easy to do that. It's very easy to find busy work, right? But the real growth happens when you say no to the busy work, you say no to spending the next month or the next week on a website, and instead you commit to doing the work that maybe feels a little bit scary, like sharing your story for the first time, right? Or doing your first live stream, or putting your offer out there for the very first time. Those are all going to feel like scary things, but those are the things that are going to make you money. And you can't make the impact you want to make unless you make the money you want to make, right? You've got to enroll people into your programs if you want to change their lives, right? That's the most effective way you're going to make the impact you want. It's by enrolling people into your coaching and your programs. So if this resonates and you have a offer, ideally a high ticket offer that you believe in, right? And you want not necessarily the easiest way to get clients, but you want the most effective, time-effective way where you don't have to create all these bells and whistles like a fancy logo or a fancy website or grow a massive audience or do any of those things. You want a more effective, simple way to sign your next high-ticket client, to hit your first 10K month. This is what I'm all about. This is what I've done. This is what I've proven in so many different industries for my students. So if you want more help with signing a lot more high ticket clients, but you want to do it in a much more simple way, and you want to learn how you can attract more high ticket clients by telling your stories and using simple posts on social media, telling your story, simple story posts, videos like this, right? I'll walk you through all of that fear that comes up, all of those doubts that you probably have in your mind around sharing your story. We cover all of that. But this is only to say that a website has its time and place. But if you're a new coach and you are ready to have a lot more people experiencing your work, the easiest way to do that, the most effective way to do that is by sharing your stories so that you can show the right people you have been where they are and you've come out on the other side and you can help them get there as well. So if you want to learn how to do this, if you want to learn how you can sign a lot more clients by telling your stories, click the link somewhere included with this video where you can book a call with my team. We'll sit down, we'll look at your business or the beginning of your business, look at your offers and let you know if this is something that we can help you do. And if it is, then we can show you some options as to how you can become a part of our Stories That Sell program. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you on the next one.